There's been multiple reports talking about the Desert Stalker. Multiple casualties. I don't know what it was. It wasn't human.
Somebody needs to put a stop to this menace.
In Biophage, you get to play as the titular dual entities, beings divided between their human half and their parasitic half, feasting on humans for their flesh in order to survive. But you can also play as something else. Those who hunt the hunters. Men without monsters. The humans who stand up to the Biophage threat. The Cleaners. The Cleaner Corps are humanity's last line of defense against the Biophage epidemic. To act both as protectors and the greatest tool against dissent, the Cleaners are chosen, trained, and enhanced with cutting-edge gear that allows them to fight against the Biophages. But unlike Biophages, Cleaners don't possess mutations or inhuman power. They're ordinary people facing extraordinary horrors. What they lack in raw power, they make up for through discipline, preparation, and teamwork. And to make up for their mundane weaknesses, they have the nerve, the neural enhancement for response, versatility, and efficiency. A spinal augmentation that in moments in need allows them to be better, faster, and stronger for just a second. Alongside your squad, you'll act in service of mankind, executing missions that require tact and precision. Recovering specimens containing outbreaks, eliminating rogue biophages, or erasing every trace that anything unusual ever happened. Playing as Cleaners has the same foundations as playing as a biophage, but with some major differences. Firstly, and most evidently, you don't have another half. As a Cleaner, you are your own person, and each player takes control of one character. However, narratively, you lack many of the strengths and weaknesses that a biophage has. You are an ordinary human. Though, as I mentioned earlier, to make up for that, you have the Nerve. A tool that allows you to push past your human limits and achieve superhuman feats. Activating it, however, has a cost. Every use of the Nerve degrades your sense of self and sanity, slowly causing your character to go insane and lose themselves. Mechanically, this is represented by your integrity, a gauge going from 100 to 0, with every use of the Nerve reducing it by X amount. And in certain checkpoints, you gain instability, things like identity disorders, schizophrenia, impulsiveness, and more. However, as your integrity weakens, you unlock greater uses of the Nerve, progressively allowing you to perform more and more superhuman feats. Thus, you must ask yourself a question: how worth it is it losing your mind, or being able to jump over entire buildings, or breaking concrete walls with your fists? Cleaners also have access to augmentations that gives them slight advantages in certain situations, or grant them tools that allow them to change how they approach their missions. You can get such augmentations through a secondary advancement resource, parallel to XP, called Practical Experience, which you gain through mission performance, and can use not only to improve yourself, but to also gain on-field advantages, such as free services or access to restricted or otherwise hard-to-get equipment. Unlike biophage stories that are more centered around your relationship with yourself and those around you, as well as surviving in a world that fears you, Cleaner stories are part spy thrillers, part action stories, where you're the only thing standing between the monsters that hide in human skin and the innocent masses, while also being the ones that suppress the truth and protect the life the elite wants to make sure remains unbroken. Cleaners, the rules, and their lore are all included in the full version of Biophage's rulebook, which is coming to Kickstarter this October. Now, tell me, will you take control, or will you clean this mess?